Yeah, and welcome to a lesson on Eric Clapton's Pretending. This one is going to be all of the verse licks and the guitar solos. So if you haven't seen part one, I'm going to leave a link in the description box, that little show more tab. That'll be part one. That's all the rhythm parts and then the main melody lines in the chorus. But this is going to be all the killer licks in between and the solo. And speaking of soloing, if you want to get better at soloing, down below in that same description box, there is both a major and minor pentatonic soloing series, 3-part series. The videos are not on YouTube. It's totally free. Check it out. I guarantee you after you watch those, soloing will make a lot more sense. Or at least, I hope it will. So they say. Anyways, pretty basic song. I don't have all the get up to get the proper tone, but what you might want to do is roll your tone knob back. If you got a Strat or a Les Paul, my tone knob doesn't even work. It's not even set up, so I can't roll back my tone. And then there's a lot of wah stuff on this too, so get a good gain tone. Check out the wah if you want. I don't have my wah with me either, so it's the licks that's important. You can do all that other stuff. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so let's get into it. The first lick, all the licks are like in E minor, pentatonic position 4 and 3, basically. And the little first lick comes in at about 37 seconds, and it lasts till about 40, and it's just a real subtle lick. And all you're doing literally is just going to the 7th fret G and the 9th fret D. And then you rock those together, so it's rock those bad dogs together. Then after that, the next lick happens at about 41 to 44, okay? So that's seconds. So all you're going to do is you're going to go to the 7th fret G, and then you're going to roll your your ring finger over to the D string and slide up to the 9th fret and then go back, but a quick slide. Okay, so that's, so it goes. Now these licks last a little bit longer than that. The timing's a little bit different, but for the sake of the video being quick, I'm just going to go, fairly quick in the actual playing of the licks. Okay, so the next one happens at about the 47 mark, and it lasts to about 53 seconds. So you're going to slide up on the D string, 7 to 9, and then hit the 7th fret G and the 9th fret D together. Okay, so you slide into the lick, and then, and this is where you go. So, you can slide in or hammer, whatever you think sounds better. Okay, so it's G string 7 to 9, a slide or a hammer on, and then back to 7, and then you do one of those quick slides again from 9 to 7 on the D. Okay, so that's 9, 7, 5, all on the D, and then the E note, 7th fret on the A string, and then open E. Okay? The next lick's super easy. Okay, that's it. So it's going to be on the B string, 8th fret, and then you're going to hammer quickly onto the 10th fret, and then you just let that one go, and that's about 56 to 59. The next one, same spot, is just a bend up, a whole step bend on the 10th fret B, release, pull off to the 8th fret, and then go to the 9th fret G. So that part, the release, happens pretty quick. Okay? Now, the next one is that same kind of idea. And that's the lick that gets you into the chorus. Okay, so it's the same exact notes. The timing's a little quicker, so it's that same bend up on the B10, pull off, and then 9th fret. So, and then this next lick is a climb up on the D string to the G string, so it's the same fret, 7 and 9. And then you're going to go down for a double stop on the E7 and the B8. Okay, and you kind of tweak that B string up a little bit. So it's... And that gets you into the chorus. Now, we've already done the actual melody lead line lick for the first chorus. So at the end of the chorus, over the E section, a bunch of cool licks happen. So let's get into that. Okay, so the licks at the end of the chorus come in about 1 minute and 31 seconds. So let's get into those. First, it's a really difficult lick. It's probably the hardest one of the whole song. Don't get all crazy. I know it looks difficult, but it is. You got to add some feel to it. So you want to slide up. Keep that bend going, you know, shake it like you mean it. Rock it like it's hot. And then the next one, you're going to go to that B bend we're going to do again. That comes in at about 1 minute and 36 seconds to 1 minute and 41. So it's a quick bend, or not a quick bend, it's a bend and you hold it. And then you do 2 more bends. All these have a good amount of vibrato. So one of the things Clapton kind of does sometimes is, you know, I typically rock like this to get vibrato. But a lot of this stuff, Clapton's got a really wide vibrato, and I don't think he necessarily always pivots his hand. I think sometimes he just lets it go and just shakes it, right? So, right, and so you just kind of stabilize your guitar here with your forearm, and then just let that sucker fly, right? Okay, so, and when it starts saying pretending, he has a cool lick. It goes... That's just going to be a hammer-on from 8 to 10 on the B. Okay, so you go. So you do 3 hammer-ons, and then you hit the 10th fret again, and then same lick we've been doing, but it's just different in timing. That lick's at 1 minute and 42 to 1 minute and 46, so it's... Now this next lick comes in pretty quick. Okay, so it's... So you're going to go from the 10th fret to the 7th fret on the high E. Okay, and then you're going to do this one lick we've been doing a bunch. Okay, so it's, and then, so it's a quick hammer on the D string, 5th fret to 7th fret, pull off to the 5th fret. Okay, so it's, then you hit the E note on the A string, 7th fret, and then open E. Okay, so those licks again. You start off with this one. Let that one rock, because it rocks. And then... And then you got... And then... Alright, so that ends it up. Alright, so these are the licks in verse 2. So check it out. Same kind of theme. Same thing, it comes into the verse number 2, and it's about, I don't know, the 142 mark? No, actually it's at about the 154 mark. Okay, so you're gonna slide in on a double stop, and it's gonna be the 9th fret D and the 7th fret G. And it's that same exact pattern we've been using. And then okay, so you got the next one is very similar. Actually, it's more something like that. Don't quote me. Those are the notes. It hangs on this one for a while. And then just chills in there. Okay, that's that one. The third one is, and then, so instead of, it's down lower. It's a little bit different. So you go, that starts it. It's a hammer from B8 to 10, back to 8, and then you go into the lower part of position 3 E minor pentatonic, and it's on the 5th and 7th frets. So you go 5 and 7 E, 5 and 7 A, jump down to D, 5, and then okay, so it's okay, so a little recap. Then all right, so that's the verse licks. Let's get into the ending chorus lick of chorus number 2. It's got some sick licks in this one. All right, so this is the chorus, and it's the end lick that comes in at about 2:30 to 2:49, I believe. And the first lick goes like this. Okay, so what you do is you come in on an E, and this is where it says pretending, right, over the E part. So let that E fly. It's really easy. It's the easiest part of the whole song. Then you're going to do a unison bend, and it's going to be 12th fret and the 15th fret on the B. So you hit both the strings together, but on the second time you hit the bent note, it's just the B string by itself. Then you're going to come in and you're going to hit that again, but you want to go above pitch because you're going to do a reverse bend coming down. So it goes like this. Okay, and then you go down to the 12th fret, so it's, and then you go straight into a bend on the 14th fret. Okay, so, all right, so you got, so it's, okay, so after that reverse bend, 12th fret on the B, bend up, pitch, 12th fret, 14th fret, then you jump back to the G and hammer twice from G12 to 14, and then it's actually a quick pull up, so it's like that, but you know, play with the timing, you'll get it. All these licks, he's got really, really cool timing, but it's not typical. It's a little different. I've done a lot of solos, and his timing definitely is different. Him and Eddie. they got these awesome, awesome times. And it's just a little bit behind the beat, a little bit ahead. I mean, he just plays with time to the very, very last second. So you got to mess with the timing. I'm just warning you. Okay. So after that part comes the fastest lick of the whole song by far, and it's actually really challenging. So I'm going to play it slow. It goes. Okay, so what you do is you bend up G14, you jump down to E12, B15 to 12, and then, okay, so, alright, so, and then you do it again, okay, so, and then, so that second part is, so it's 14 on the D, G, D, 12th fret, G, and then 14 to 12 again on the D, and then you do a chromatic run at the end. And try to pick them all. Okay, so it's 14, 13, 12, 10. So it's... really quick. It goes quicker than that. So some of the things that I'll do is I'll do hybrid picking. Right here. For me. It helps me do it quicker. That's about the speed of the lick. Let me get it cleaner. That's about it right there. So it's fast, right? But it's cool. It's a super awesome lick. So work with that one. And then the last one, it just goes to the 12th fret, B. Jump down to high E. Bend it up. Pitch, 12th fret E. And then you're going to go to the B15 with an immediate bend to G14. So it goes. And then the closing lick goes. Okay, so it's slide on the A string 12th fret to the 14th fret. D12. And then this note's subtle. Okay, and that's on the 14th fret of the D, so. And then you hit this note again. Go to the A note, G note, and then. And those notes are doubled by another guitar that does it lower, and the bass does it lower, so it's. And then it goes into the solo. All right, so let's check out the solo. Solo's not that bad. Okay, so I've seen him play this both in the higher precision and here. I think he gets bored playing it in the same spot, so I've seen him do it both. So choose your own adventure. They're the same notes, but you know, pick different spots. So you play a little in this spot, then you shift to this spot. So you know, mix and match. Do whatever you want. So we got. Just bend up on the 12th fret, and then, okay, so, all right, one more time, 2 bends, reverse, slide off, and then, so that next one, you bend it up and hold it a little bit, and then you come in and catch the 10th fret high E. And then this is a quicker with a longer hold on the G. So that's just 8, B, 9, G. So it's... Okay, the next part you're going to shift up to the first position of E minor pentatonic. So that's just D string, 12 to 14. And then... Alright, super simple, just on the D and G strings. And then... Okay, back to G string. So that's just hammer from 12 to 14. That's the next part. And then... So after you go... So that's... Okay, so that whole part. Okay, and that's just the A note on the A string, 12th fret. So slowly again, all together. And then this part, it goes onto the D string, and then it's going to be a quick hammer from 7 to 9 to 5. Okay? So it's 7 to 9, 5, jump up to the A string, 7th fret. Then you're going to slide up from 5 to 7 on the E, and then 3, 5, 3, open. So it's... Okay, so the whole thing... I'm sorry. Let me try it. Take 2. I'm taking a mulligan. And that's the solo. All right, it's the home stretch, verse 3. Okay, so this is I think this is probably the simplest of all the verses. The first lick is just... Okay, and that's just D string, 9, 7, 5. Then it slides in. Okay, but you want to do some vibrato? Okay, that one is just sliding into the 9th fret, D, and then you go G, 11th fret, 9th fret. You can also go up to you. It sounds like it's on a thicker string, so I would slide in D9, G12. Okay, then the next lick is just sliding in. That's more like what the timing is, so it's... And that gets it into the last chorus. So you just slide from 7 to 9 on the D, little vibrato, jump down to G7, so it's... Okay, and then you slide from 9 to 7, then to 5, and then it's... So... get you into the chorus licks. Now the chorus licks, the melody lines are a little bit different on this one, so we'll go over that. All right. Okay, so now we're going to do the main melody of the outro chorus. It's a cool little lick. So you got... So you slide in from 4 to 6 on the G, and then jump down to B, 5, 7, 5. So you got... And then you slide down 6 to 4. Okay, so you got... That's the last little part. So it's 6, 4, 2, and then 4, roll over to D, and then to 2 on the G. So you got... One more time. The next part is going to slide from 9 to 11 on the D, and then you go 9, 11, 9 on the G. Okay, so, and then you go 10 to 12, back to 12. So, okay, so then you go back to... This next one's just a little bit different. You just don't go back to 12, so you go... Okay, and so it flip-flops between those two, and I think on the third one, where it comes up to here, I think it hits it 3 times. And then that gets us into the final little lick part, the E part again. So let's go over that. All right, this is it. Home stretch. End of chorus 3. Outro. See, my voice is even hoarse. 3. Okay, so it starts with... Right, in the pretending part. So you just slide. So it's 7, 5, open, D string. And then it goes to the... Right, your 7 to 9 on the G, the typical, you know, the old faithful. And then it goes... So that's a... Same thing we've been doing the whole song. Slide from 7 to 9. And then 7 on the G. And then this does a quick slide. Okay, so 7 to 9 on the D. Or that's 9 to 7, excuse me. Followed by an E, so it's... And then 7, 5, A. So... Open E. Okay, so it's... Okay, so that last one starts on the D string 5th fret, and then so it's 7, 5, and then a half bend. Okay, and then it goes. Okay, and that's just 7 or 5. I can't even talk. It's 5, 7, 5, and then you jump back to D7, and then it kind of ends funny. It goes. So. All right, so that whole thing is. And then it just comes up and goes. And that's just 12th fret B, 10th fret E. And then it slides down and goes. And then it just starts fading out. So it's 9, 7, 5. Rock! Holy Moses. My fingers are bleeding. My armpits are sweating. I smell like a farm animal. It's the lights. The pressure! But anyways, if you like the video and you dug it, share, spread the word, tell your friends, post it far and wide. That would be amazing. Alright, and thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button to be notified when the latest videos are released. Check the main channel page for other playlists like the popular Guitarists You Should Know, where I feature today's hottest touring and session guitar players. Support the cause by visiting brettpapa.com, where I take you from learning other people's songs and licks to creating your own. Catch you next time!